guys, Mr. Ross 99 here. It's going to be episode number 2 of the Diamond Effect. For today's episode, we're going to be using Napoli. Now, Napoli are a very good team, obviously. If you missed the first episode, we did Juventus. I explained the Diamond Effect. If you don't know what the series is, it's a series I used to do back along when I was a better YouTuber back in the day. But now I've brought it back for a little bit of fun. And hopefully you guys can enjoy that by smashing the like button. Basically, a little quick recap. The centre mid cam and striker position is kind of like a diamond in the formation. We pick a team, like today for example, Napoli. We pick 4 of their players in there and we play some games and see how well they do. The back lot around them will change a little bit from time to time, but that's the main core. Unless we go into the German league and obviously the back lot, the defenders will change. The Premier League and then obviously Mkhitaryan and that will change. Or the Portuguese league with little Rafa will have to come out for a game or 2. But like I said, Napoli is the team we're using today. And the players I put in, I did actually say last episode that I wasn't going to use informs in this series. But for Napoli, one in particular, some of their better players are actually in form. So I decided to go with them. And I'll put them all in and then I'll speak about why I put them in and who they are after we do that. So put in the striker now. We've actually got centre forward in there and Dries Mertens. Now the first one we got in there in centre mid is Alan. Now we played 3 games with this team. You're only going to see 2 of the games in the clips because the third game corrupt, unfortunately. But I'll tell you, I did lose that game 6-4. Mental game. But Alan picked up 2 goals in the 3 games he played. Pretty good centre mid, to be honest. Didn't expect to get any goals from him. Scored a header from a corner, I do believe, but you'll see them in the clips in a second. But Alan was a lot of fun, 33k. In this formation, though, I'm learning that you're very open in the centre midfield position, and it's not my style of formation, but it's the best formation to do for this series. I really need to get used to playing with this formation because I'm conceding a lot of goals, as you'll see in the clips. Marek Hamsik's a really fun card to use. He's first owner for me, 5-star weak foot, only 3-star skills actually. I thought it was 4. He's got a good card, of course. Marek Hamsik, 87 rated. We all know him. But this guy over here, I packed him the other day, and I thought, I didn't really know where to put him, whether he played better at cam or centre mid. He's not got the best finishing in the world, only 69. Lol. We've got Deadeye Chemistry on him, which ups his shooting and his passing. He managed to get us 1 goal and 1 assist in the 3 games. He was alright, but I don't think cam is his best position. I think maybe a centre mid or something like that would probably benefit him more. Maybe a cam in a different formation, but it's not this one. It didn't suit him that well in my opinion. But Dries Mertens, brilliant card. This one's on loan, which is kind of crazy, but he's played 5 games overall for me, 4 goals, 2 assists. Always a threat. You know, he's never got that strength attribute, so he's difficult as a one-man striker in my opinion. But we still did some good goals with him and had a good time with him. So this is a diamond. We're going to go into the games now and I'm going to talk over them with the highlights. There's a lot of goals, guys, so beware, and I'll give you a rating out of 10 at the end of the video, so I'll see you in a second. Okay, so moving on to the clips, and as you'll see on your screen, we come up against this guy who actually has a pretty good team. It's a nice actual hybrid there, linking the Wayne Rooney to the Walcott, obviously, from being a perfect link from Everton. He's also got Gnabry up front, he's a quick player. Royce, Khedira, very, very nice team, and we started things off pretty well in this game, actually. We got through, and we managed to get a shot away, put it wide, but the ref gave a penalty for this. And also, to top things off, he gave Chiellini a red card. You'll see it in a second. It's him walking up there. So we get a penalty early on in this game. Chiellini gets sent off. Win-win, right? What we should do is slot the penalty away, and we should have a great time. But you'll see what we do now is actually give the penalty to Hamsik, because I thought I'll share the goals out a little bit, because, you know, I had a theory that Mertens would probably score the core of the goals. We do just sneak that in. The goalkeeper did get a hand to that, a big hand to that, in fact. And I would have actually been disappointed if I was my opponent that I actually managed to sneak in. But it didn't all go my way this game. As you can see, he goes up the other end and he smacks one in there. This guy was actually a really good opponent. And one thing about this guy also is he had a lot of pace in his team, which literally just shook me. And as you can see from kickoff here, 1-1 was the score at this stage. We do actually run through, and we get a chance there with this guy. I don't know if the kickoff glitch is still a thing, but I can run right through sometimes. But I can never really seem to get a shot away anymore, which is a little bit upsetting. But as you can see, we're passing it around the back a little bit, and we're playing it forward. And the team was good at like passing it around, as you can see. But we kind of try and exploit the fact that he had 10 men, and we get him behind him. We play one across to Mertens. He puts that one away really nicely to put us 2-1 up in this game, which, you know, I felt quite comfortable at this stage, because obviously the fact that he had a red card and the fact that it was one of his centre-backs as well And as you can see here, we actually go 3-1 up with a little bit of mistake from him. And we nick the ball back. A little bit trampy maybe, but I'm just going to take any goal I can get at this stage because I don't want to risk losing any games. And for example, the fact that we're rocking this formation is a formation I don't normally use. I want to have a comfortable lead because I know I can see goals in this formation. So I can see a lot of goals. And in this video, there is a lot of goals conceded. And also remember the fact that I told you earlier, I lost the game 6-4, which is the third and final game, which won't be in the clips because it corrupted. But there's Rafa putting the ball in the back of the net for 4-1 against a guy with red card. I thought he was going to rage quit here, not going to lie. Being 4-1 down on a red card, like I said, you know, 9 times out of 10 people will rage quit. But I made the mistake here, bringing out the goalkeeper, and I get lobbed really nicely from Theo Walcott there for 4-2. And it's all of a sudden game on, isn't it? He's got, like I said, he's got a little bit of momentum now coming back into it. And like I said, this guy was actually a really good opponent, so fair play to him. We get another chance here. Marek Hamsik feeds it through. Well, do we get another chance? We give the ball away really cheaply. And he goes up the other end. And look, it's just a pace factor. Gets him in behind. Again, stupidly bring out my goalkeeper. I've got a habit of doing that sometimes. I really need to stop doing that. I hold down Y or triangle, whichever console you're on. The goalkeeper comes charging out, and I'm vulnerable as hell to get lobbed. As you can see, I got lobbed twice in the same game. And now it's 4-3. And you're thinking, holy crap, surely not. When he goes and puts another one in the back of the net for 4-4. Unbelievable. 4-1 up. Red card. Down to 10 men. And I still managed to bottle job the hell out of it. Why do you think my team name is the Bottle Jobs? Because exactly what I am. You get exactly what you say on the tin. As you can see here, he shrugs off my defender. Gets in behind in extra time, I do believe this is. And actually puts in a goal to make it 5-4. Yes, guys. He completed the comeback of dreams. Fair play to him. I couldn't cope with him at all. He was a better player. As you can see by the stats, he did shade it. He did probably deserve to win that game, even though I had a red card. We go into the second game. Similar kind of team in the fact that he's got a lot of pace in the team. He's got a lot of... His defenders aren't too great in this one. I felt like I'd exploit the left-hand side in Rojo and Kolasinac. Because Kolasinac being strength, he's not exactly rapid, and I thought I could get my wingers in behind him, well, Mkhitaryan in particular, maybe sneaking past him, but you'll see how the game pans out. We actually, well, we kind of get a chance here from a corner, but the ball drifts away from us, and he makes a nice little run up field. And as you can see, he's actually a decent passer of the ball, this guy. And this was actually straight after I played the other guy, and they felt pretty similar in the way they came forward, with a lot of pace and good skill. And he gets a bit lucky to get in behind me there, and the ball just breaks really kindly. I mean, you know when the luck's against you, it's against you. And he managed to put that one away. Wasn't too happy with that, to be honest, the fact that it fell at him really easily. But you can see a little bit of pressing from us here, and the ball will eventually break to Mkhitaryan, who wins the ball back, sneaks in a pass to Hamsik, a little like pass there. Hamsik does really well to put that in the back of the net. I really like Hamsik. He's got a 5-star weak foot, like I said. I think he's right footed, but when you got a 5-star weak foot, it doesn't matter where you are. You take the shot on if you can with either foot. And Hamsik did that really well there to put us back in the game at 1-1. And then we go up again, and Dries Mertens is doing absolutely wonders at this stage. He goes all the way through and smacks one. Unfortunately, it doesn't go in. But there's Rafa to get the goal from the rebound. And Rafa does that. He nicks goals, basically. He gets the rebound goals. He gets the lucky goals. He does score his fair few wonder goals as well. As you can see here again, we get another chance. And again, Rafa couldn't quite put that one away, but he plays it back to Allen, who pops it in for 3-1. That's one of Allen's goals. He ended up scoring a header in the third game as well, but like I said before, that game is null and void. It corrupted the file, and I've not got that game anymore. But like I said, I did lose that one, so I'll be honest with you guys. We did lose 2 of our games. And we get him behind here. Look at this first strike from Dries Mertens. I mean, that's what he's got in his locker, right there. Dries Mertens is one of them players in this game. There's a lot of players like him, where he can hold up the ball really well. He can run with the ball, he can take players on, he can shoot, but he's not got a lot of strength, which kind of is his downfall. Similar kind of player to Hazard, someone like that. It's pretty similar to Dybala, like in the last episode as well. But that puts us 4-1 up in this game. The guy is going to come back and get another goal here for 4-2. I think that was Rojo actually popping that one in. We got the other end, and Elasu actually makes it 5-2. And that's the way that game ended. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new. I'm losing my voice. Subscribe if you're new. You can see there, we dominated that game. I'm going to give this team, a rating out of 10. I'm going to give it 5 out of 10. Wasn't too bad, wasn't too great. Didn't really have the options up front which I wanted. I mean, you could have used Milik up front and then Mertens and Cam maybe. That would have maybe worked better. But Milik wasn't a high-rated player, and I wanted to use the highest-rated players. Hope you have enjoyed this video. Like I said, subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you next time, and bye-bye. Boo! I'm just about to lose my voice. God damn.